Serena Williams, Roger Federer, the Nigerian Professional Football League, the English national team, and all of that right here on today's show. It was a splendid weekend with lots and lots of sporting excitement from all around the sporting world this weekend. How about we get to talk about them? Yes, welcome. This is the arena. Yes, let's get to talk about stories emanating from the world of sports. Like I've already told you, lots and lots of things went down this weekend from the world of tennis. Yes, the one going down right there, the Roland Garros. Talk about the NPFL, Akwa United doing things in the wonderful way right here on the local scene, including the Super Eagles. We'll also get to talk about them. Yes, you know, games. A game went down on Friday. There's also another one that will be going down later today. We'll talk about that one, to some basketball, to some tennis, some boxing. All right here on the show for you today. Don't go anywhere, because when we get back, the show starts in full. I'll be your host. My name is Jidechi Chidiezie.
Powerful looks command respect, they say. The perfect body, the perfect grooming, and ultimately the perfect skin. Looks, style, and grooming makes the ultimate man. Found a ridiculously easy way to make my skin always feel epic. My name is Neo. I found Blemiville, and now my skin finally makes sense.
Welcome back. This is the arena. Let's talk about those stories emanating from the world of sports. Yes, lots and lots of things going on this weekend. Let's start off with tennis, shall we? Yes, talk about the ones that went down in the world of tennis. We saw how the likes of Serena Williams, the likes of Roger Federer are out of that competition. But it's interesting, the competition is still on right now. Joining me on the show to talk about how those ones have been going down, we have joining us on the line, Joba Ogunwale. Joba is a tennis expert. You know Joba already. Yes, Joba, who loves to talk about tennis right here on the show. He will be joining us to talk about how Serena Williams got crashed out of that one. In straight sets, talk about how she lost to the 21-year-old Kazakhstan international. Joba is on the line with us right now. Joba, hello, how are you doing?
Hello, Jidechi.
Yes, hello, Joba, how are you doing?
Good afternoon, Jidechi.
Yes, it's a pleasure having you. Now, let's talk about the big one that went down this weekend, how Serena Williams crashed out of the Roland Garros this weekend. Yet another failed chance to get title number 24, Grand Slam number 24 for the big woman, and she was unable to do it, getting knocked out by just the 21-year-old.
Well, it should not surprise many people that Serena is out in the fourth round. I think it's even a wonderful performance, like a wonderful run for her. Because going into the tournament, she lost at the Rome Masters. She didn't play Madrid Masters. She lost in the fourth round of the Rome Masters. And then she lost in the second round of the Parma Open. So her form was going into the tournament was actually one of the favorites to win this tournament. So it's actually a surprise that she went that far into the fourth round. And you have to give credit to the 21-year-old that actually yesterday. That was just a seventh draw in the seventh main draw in Grand Slam competitions, and she played quality tennis. She was a better player on the day, but I don't think Serena should actually feel so downbeat about the results, because looking at her form going into the tournament, I believe it's actually a good run for her going into the Wimbledon restarting it at this point.
Okay, let's talk about that Wimbledon that is going down, that is expected to be starting later, very, very soon. A chance for Serena again to equal Margaret Court's record of 24 Grand Slams being won by a female tennis player. It looks like time is running out for the 39-year-old American, but on your own part, do you actually think there's anything left for this big woman, Serena Williams?
Yeah, well, for Wimbledon, it's actually a different case, because definitely I think she'll be the favorite, she'll be the leading favorite to win Wimbledon, because her record at the all-19 club speaks for itself, sorry. She has 7 titles. She has won 7 titles there. And in 2019, I think she reached the final where she was defeated by Simona Halep. So everything points towards an amazing run at Wimbledon. Although she's confirmed that she's not likely to play a premier warm-up tournament to it. So I think we are just going to see her at Wimbledon. But I think if she has a hope of matching Margaret Court's record, I think the last 2 slams, which is Wimbledon and US Open, those are the 2 tournaments where it's likely to happen. And I think I believe she could do it, because if you look at our competitors and all that, you can't really say, okay, there's one player on grass that is like anybody can beat anybody on grass. I've not seen much of Swiatek on grass, but we know she's actually a deadly player on clay. So, and Wimbledon never took place last year, so they actually can't say, okay, if she was going to use stress. The only person I can really say, okay, that could be a threat to Serena's hopes is Simona Halep, and she's just coming back from an injury. And remember, she missed the Roland Garros because she suffered an injury at the Rome Masters. So I think the only threat to Serena Williams hopes of winning is record equaling 24th Grand Slam title will have to be Simona Halep. Aside from that, I don't think there's anyone that can stop Serena from equaling it. But you know, it's tennis. In women's tennis, everything is unpredictable. It's not like the men's ATP tour. There's a lot of inconsistencies on the women's tour. Look at Roland Garros right now. Like three new players are in their 4th semi-finals at their major slam. So you can't really say. But I think she has a better chance of equaling the record at Wimbledon.
A better chance. Let's move on from Serena Williams now and talk about Roger Federer. We saw how he got to pull out of the French Open, the Roland Garros. We've seen lots and lots of big names pull out this season in the Roland Garros, the likes of Naomi Osaka. We saw how it happened also with Simona Halep that had to even pull out before the tournament. And this time around, Roger Federer pulling out due to some reasons he cited. Joba, what's your thoughts on that one as regards Federer pulling out?
I think it's a disappointing decision from Federer, actually. Although, if you look at the reasons he decided, you will say, okay, it's a smart decision on the spot. But on the Grand Slam part, his rivals, his opponents, and the fans, I think it's a disappointing decision, and I think it's selfish in such a way. Actually, before going into the tournament, Federer said he's playing Paris just to get the run of matches ahead of Wimbledon, where he has had the most success in all Grand Slam events. So people didn't even give him a chance to get to the 4th round and all that. So he won 3 straight matches. Although the last match against Dominic Cooper actually took a lot from him. He played for more than 3 hours. The match ended 12:30 a.m. in Paris. So I think that one took a lot out of him. For the fact that he actually proved pulled out without any injury and all that, cited the fact that he hasn't played much and he hasn't practiced for even 3 hours. He had two knee surgeries and all that. But what I feel is this: it's a smart decision if he wants to go far at Wimbledon. But I believe he should have probably withdrew in the game, in the third round against Dominic Cooper, and to give a chance for to give fans something to watch in the fourth round. At least allow Cooper to go through and play Matthew Berrettini instead of now picking Cooper and pulling out in the fourth round. He knows that, okay, and if it was also about getting matches, the grass starts today, and the Mercedes Cup, I think he could have actually applied for a wild card. He played there in 2017 and I think 2018. He could have applied for a wild card and play grass tournaments with 250. But I feel he actually wants to get the Grand Slam feeling before Wimbledon starts. But I just feel it's a selfish decision
to have pulled out.
But also a smart decision on his part. I just feel like you don't use a Grand Slam, tournament as a warm-up event, because he's going to play at Allen next week. So he pulled out because he wants to play at Allen and Wimbledon, which I just feel is really cool. It's kind of selfish and disappointing. It's not even about pulling out. I think if he had pulled out during his third round match, I don't think there would have been much uproar
to talk about.
Like this. That's the issue.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Joba. I mean, it's been an enlightening one about those ones that involve Roger Federer and Serena Williams right now at the French Open. Thank you so much, Joba.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay, now let's move on and talk about some basketball. Yes, lots and lots of exciting things happening right now in the world of basketball. We see how the likes of the LA Clippers are doing so well right now in basketball. Wins over the weekend. We've seen how they are able to cruise to the semifinals of that one. Yes, beautiful, beautiful results we are seeing in the basketball competition. And we are hoping to see how this can continue to go on and on and on, and possibly see who would be winning the NBA as it stands. Yes, interesting results as you can see on your screen. Joining me on the line right now is a basketball commentator, a basketball expert in the person of Abraham Victor. Good afternoon, Abraham. How are you doing?
Hey, Jidechi, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Abraham. Now, Abraham, talk to us. What's going on right now in the NBA playoffs? We see how the LA Clippers, wonderful win right now, and some other teams in the semifinals of that one. Very soon, we would be talking about the finals of the NBA playoffs. Talk to me.
All right. So, amazing result for the Clippers yesterday. Remember that they were 2 games down, so they had to come from behind to win this series. Okay. Yeah, some people will argue that it was due to Luka's injury, but there, Kawhi has really been phenomenal for that team, so that is why they are right now going through. So, yes, a fantastic one for the Clippers. Now, remember that the Phoenix Suns have actually eliminated the Lakers. So, LA needs somebody to TV on that series. So, we are hoping that Clippers can go all the way. All right. Now, for some of the games that we have coming up later today, the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks, they will be going head-to-head. Now, this right here is one of the matchups that most NBA experts are happy about and they're excited about. Now, the prediction here is that whoever wins this series might go ahead to win
the NBA playoffs
this year. So it's a very tight one. The Bucks came in, they lost their first match against the Brooklyn Nets by 115 to 107. But the Bucks have a bit of a lifeline here because James Harden, one of the key men for Brooklyn Nets, actually went off injured in their previous match, and he's most likely not going to be playing later today. All right. Now, another surprise in the NBA, is the Atlanta Hawks beating the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, this is actually a surprise because the Philadelphia Sixers is the 76ers are one of the favorites too, because they've had an amazing run. Joel Embiid was phenomenal. He dropped 39, but he could not service anything for his team. As Trae Young went ahead to rally around the Hawks to beat them. Trae Young actually dropped 35 in their last game. So we are expecting an amazing showdown from that particular one. The next one is the Phoenix Suns and the Denver Nuggets. Now, remember that the Phoenix Suns knocked out the LA Lakers. All right, so this team is
tough oppositions.
They are not a team you want to joke with. All right, they have amazing players who are really rallying, the team to win and to play amazingly. Now, the Denver Nuggets also, remember, they have one of the contenders for the MVP this season, which is Jovic, and Jovic has been amazing. So, this is going to be an amazing
one, definitely. Yeah. The way you sound by it. Okay, Abraham, I mean, it's been a splendid one hearing about what's been going on in the NBA playoffs from you. How about we do this some other time? It would be nice to hear you tell us about what's going on right now in the NBA playoffs. Let's do this some other time, shall we? Possibly when it's time for the finals.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much, Jidechi, for having me.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, man. Now let's go on a quick break, and when we get back with the rest of the show, we'll talk about some football right here on the show and possibly some other things.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found a solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services, that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
paid?
Right there is fine.
They paid?
I don't know.
Well, they ain't paid, they gotta move.
All right, who's got the mic?
Questions, guys?
Hey.
Questions?
Yeah, so welcome.
How you doing, Mr.
Hey,
Money?
how you doing?
Doing all right. Mark Stahl with the Miami Times. My question to you was why Miami, and how did it feel to come down here, and your performance was great.
Well, we chose Miami. Of course, the first choice was Las Vegas because that's where I started my career. That's where that's the mega of boxing. So we wanted Vegas at first. The Vegas Nevada Commission turned us down. So our next choice probably was LA, Dallas, or Miami. So we didn't really know where we wanted to go, and so we wanted the fans to be able to come out and have fun, so we chose Miami.
I got to follow up. In the fourth round, you kind of had that pep in your step after you hit Logan Paul with the left hook. How did you feel out there?
It was fun. I wanted to get the people a show, and he was fighting to survive, as you guys can see. Every time he punched, he'd clinch. Every time he'd punch, he'd clinch. He was the bigger guy, and a little awkward. Well, his background is wrestling, if I'm not mistaken, so he was good at tying me up. So a guy that came in over 200 and some pounds, I came in at 155, but no excuses. I had fun tonight, and I go out there to put on a show, and I really believe that he was, just going a distance. That was a win for him, so he was happy with going a distance.
Floyd, he seemed pretty fatigued by the middle part of the fight. Were there times where you felt?
Welcome back. This is the arena. Yes, we've been talking about stories emanating from the world of sports, and that interesting fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Logan Paul went down earlier today, unfortunately without a victor in that one. Floyd Mayweather finished his career as far back as 2017 with a flawless 50-0. Yes, 50 wins and no defeat, and he fought YouTuber Logan Paul in the early hours of Monday morning. But ended without a victor in that one. But now let's talk about some football on the show, and joining me on the show right now is none other than Favour Okereke, football enthusiast. Favour, it's a pleasure having you join me on the show today.
Thank you very much. Okay,
let's start off with the Nigeria Professional Football League. Games went down over the weekend. But before we talk about that one, why not we run through the results from the weekend? Yes, lots and lots of interesting results. And the table, the team at the top of the table is a new person other than the former person that was at the top. Canopilas, the new leaders. But let's take a look at the results. First of all, yes, talk about Dakada FC and Lobby Stars ended in favor of the Makurdi side. MFM and Rangers International, that one ended in a stalemate 1-0. And of course, Akwa United defeated Jigawa Golden Stars. Heartland and Rivers United, a 2-2 draw. And Adamawa United lost to Plateau United. Katsina won Nasarawa United, Wiki Tourists and Akwa United, a 2-2 scoreline. Warri Wolves and Sunshine Stars 2-1. Abia Warriors and FC Fanyuba 1-1. And then the big one for the day was the one between Canopilas and Enyimba International. Favour Canopilas a win against Enyimba. They had to come back in that one. We are losing to Enyimba at home, and then they won that one eventually. And Rabi Ali, we saw him scoring his 10th goal of the season.
Yeah, Rabi Ali is a fantastic player. I think this is the 6th consecutive time he's scoring 10+ goals, and he's 39 years of age. He's like the Zlatan of Nigerian Professional League. Yes, he's fantastic.
Let's talk about Akwa United. They're currently second on the table. If you can see the table on your screen right now, Akwa United currently second on the table after Canopilas. Quite an interesting one by Akwa United. 15 games consecutively, they've been able to break Enyimba's record of a previous record of 14 games without a defeat in the league. Akwa United currently holding the record of the most games without a defeat. Quite a good one the coach is doing right then, you?
Akwa United, they're on top form. if they continue with this kind of form, they should win the league.
You think?
I think so.
You think they should win the league?
They should win the league.
It's a top 5 that includes, if you can see it on your screen right now, Kano Pillars, Akwa United, Kwara United, and of course the likes of Nasarawa United and the Rivers United. That's the top 5. And Favour right here is thinking that they could get it. But let's talk about Enyimba quickly. They have a couple of outstanding games. Looking at the way the top of the table is looking right now, do you think there will be a catch-up? I
don't think so. The league right now is between Kano Pillars and Akwa United. And I feel Akwa United, if they continue with this kind, if they are consistent with this form, they should win the league.
They should win the league.
Yes, they
okay,
should.
Now let's move on and talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. A game went down on Friday. We saw how they lost that one to Cameroon. And tomorrow they will be playing the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon once again. What are your thoughts as regards the Friday's game and possibly what we will be expecting into tomorrow's game, actually?
To start up with, I'm disappointed with the coach, Gernot Rohr. Yeah. I expected him to start some players, like not the regular faces we've been seeing playing, like new faces like Olayinka, Terry Murphy, Anayo Iwala. You understand? I expected him to start them, not the likes of Ihanacho. It will be, of course, they are good players.
People will always get to see.
Yes, they are good players, but I don't think they didn't put in their best in that match. They were just relaxed, based on it's a friendly game. I expected him to play the likes of Olayinka, Iwala, and Terry Murphy. If you watch the Belgium game, the one they played against Greece, if you notice, the coach played in Trossard, the one playing for Brighton. He introduced,
not seen so much playing.
Introduced new player, and this is going to bring like competition. Imagine the likes of Olayinka performing very, very well.
And that's been a conversation many people have been having. They say these guys, because they are regular starters, they know they will definitely see it. They will
definitely start, exactly. And they wouldn't want to put in, most of them, they're scared of injuries. You understand? They wouldn't want to put in their best in the game. Look at the Cameroon squad. They played with so much passion. I think if Nigeria continue with the same squad, the game that is going down today, Cameroon definitely
tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow.
Cameroon will win us again.
Yes. I expect the coach to just rotate the thing a bit, like bring in home-based player, new faces. They should just play. Give these guys a chance.
So let's end it off on this note. How do you think that game tomorrow would go down? What's your prediction for that one?
My prediction for that one, it depends on the coach. If the coach should like switch information and like, you know, introduce new players, it will be a draw.
A draw game.
Yeah,
okay.
It will be a draw.
It's been an interesting one on the show today, talking about stories emanating from the world of sports. Would have loved to continue and talk about those big international friendlies that went down over the weekend, but I guess we are out of time. Would have to definitely continue some other time. You know, the Euro 2020 Championship is coming up very soon. We'll have so much time to talk about those European teams that would be participating at the competition this weekend. Favour, it's been a pleasure having you join me as we talk about the footballing stories on the show today. Okay, let's do this some other time. If you're watching, I would say it's been fun having you as we talked about basketball, talked about tennis, and talked about some boxing on the show, and also football, the Nigeria Professional Football League, and of course the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Remember that one against the Indomitable Lions will be going down later tomorrow. Hopefully we get to win this one this time around. My name is Jidechi Chidiezie. Until next time I come your way, ensure you stay safe. Bye for now.